Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Yu-Gi-Oh video on the channel. So after the scene in episode 51, I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about by now, but if you don't, go watch the other video. I'll link it in the cards. Anyway, after the scene in 51, and now that Zwijo is back in the second season, I've been thinking about something. Yuudias and Zwijo really need to DTR. And yes, I realize it sounds cheesy, but it's really just facts. I also just realized that some of you aren't going to know what that means, so ta-da! Yuudias and Zwijo need to figure out what's going on. Clearly it's there on both sides, but they really need to talk and discuss this. Ever since the scene ended, the show has been completely ignoring the fact that it ever happened. I can understand why they haven't talked about it yet, because every time we've seen an on-screen conversation between the two of them after that scene, there's been other people around, and that's clearly not the time for such a private conversation, so I understand that. They could go into the mind space, but we don't have an explanation for that yet. I have my theories, of course, but they might not be able to control it at this point. However, we don't even hear them thinking about it. I feel like the show should at least acknowledge the scene, even if they don't talk about it now. But regardless, Yuudias and Zwijo do need to talk about it at some point and figure out what's going on. Admittedly, I don't even know what they would exactly say, but this conversation needs to happen. Although, maybe that's why the show is ignoring it. The writers don't know what they would say either. And after they figure out what's going on, if it's something serious, which obviously it is, then Yuudias needs to tell Yuumu and the others. It's already not going to go over well because the other person is Zwijo. Although, maybe it'll go over better now that we're in the second season and Zwijo's on the main group side. But it's already not going to go over well because of that. Could you imagine if Yuumu found out, because she's absolutely going to be the one to find out if this happens, and Yuudias didn't tell them? That would go over even worse. To summarize, Yuudias and Zwijo need to talk, and DTR, and then Yuudias needs to tell Yuumu and the others. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you next time for another Yu-Gi-Oh video.